This is a brief presentation in regards to the Veteran Benefits Administration. The VA is comprised of the Veteran Health Care Administration, Veteran Benefit Administration, and the National Cemetery Administration. VBA also has education, home loan guarantee, life insurance, disability compensation, veteran readiness and employment, non-service connected pension, and survivor and memorial benefits. If you would like to contact the VBA, you can visit our website at va.gov. You can also visit us in office at 201 Barrack Street, New York 114. Monday through Friday, we are open from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Please note that our last appointment is at 3:30 p.m. If you would like to reach us after hours, you can call the National Call Center at 1-800-827-1000, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can also make a virtual and or in-person appointment using our Vera appointment system. Please visit us at https://vets.force.com/capital VAVERA /AS/. You can also submit email inquiries to ask.va.gov. You can also submit your claim using Quick Submit and or you can mail your claim to the Department of Veteran Affairs, Claims Intake Center, P.O. Box 4444, Janesville, Wisconsin 53547. If you would like to request a Veterans ID card, you can visit your closest VA medical center and register with them. They will be able to furnish you with a Veteran Health Identification Card. If you would like to solicit for a Veteran Identification Card, you can visit the va.gov website and follow the prompts. VA also has educational programs such as Chapter 33 Post 9/11 GI Bill, Chapter 30th Montgomery GI Bill Active Duty, the Chapter 1606 Montgomery GI Bill for Selected Reserve Educational Assistance Program, Chapter 1607 the Reserve Educational Assistance Program, Chapter 32 or Section 903 Post-Vietnam Era Veterans Educational Assistance Program. There are also supplemental tuition programs. Yellow Ribbon GI Bill Educational Enhancement Program and the Marine Gunnery Sergeant John David Fry Scholarship. If you would like further details, you can call the 888-442-4551 phone number. Home Loan Guarantee. The VA is not the lender, we just guarantee the loan. A VA loan guarantee helps protect lenders from loss if the borrower fails to pay the loan. Therefore, the VA does not need to have 20% down to the lender or pay the mortgage insurance that comes with not having the 20% down. The loan can be used to purchase a home, repair and alter a current home, be able to refinance a prior existing home loan, and or install a solar heating or cooling system. To be eligible for the home loan, an active duty service member needs to have served 90 days of continuous service. For a National Guard or reservist, they would need to show 90 days of active duty or 6 years. The person can apply using the VA Form 26-1880 to request a certificate, or they could have their lender go through our internet-based application as well, or the veteran could go to va.gov to request a certificate. For further details on the home loan, please call 877-827-3702. VA life insurance. VA has updated their VA life insurance program effective January 2023. There is no requirement of proof of health for this life insurance. If the person is 80 or under and has a VA disability, they could apply for this insurance. Coverage is now up to $40,000, and the premiums are generally lower than rates offered by private insurers. If you have a service-disabled veterans life insurance currently, you can turn it over to VA Life Policy, or you can remain on your current policy. The phone number to call for premiums is 800-669-8477. Disability compensation. It is a tax-free monetary benefit paid to veterans with disabilities that are the result of a disease or injury incurred or aggravated during active duty service. The criteria is that an in-service event, injury, or disease occurred, and that there is a current chronic condition. And the third fact is that there potentially is a link between what happened in service and the current condition. The VA contemplates everything that happened during active duty for training, or inactive duty for training as well. Additional considerations are made on a direct, aggravation, presumptive, and secondary bases. If you believe to have a condition that's related to service, you can solicit for the condition using the VA Form 21-526EZ. Upon the receipt of your claim, the VA will verify your service. Upon review of your claim file, if it's determined that you warrant an exam, you will be notified. Once the examination has been completed, it will then be released to the VBA for review. The examination and all evidence of record will be sent to a rating specialist. A rating specialist will then make a determination in regards to your case. If you are dissatisfied with the decision on your case, you have the right to appeal. The VA now has 3 different lanes in which you could appeal. The first one is the supplemental claim, where you may want to submit additional evidence and you can file at any time. The second lane is the higher level review, which must be done within 1 year from the date of notification, and also you can appeal to the Decision Review Board if you would like, using VA Form 10182. Please note that this appeal has to be done within 1 year from the date of notification as well. Additional considerations are done internally. These can be for individual unemployability, special monthly compensation, aid in attendance or housebound, automobile allowance, special adaptive housing and special home adaptation grants, clothing allowance, PTSD, and release for private medical records. Please note that you can also solicit for these benefits additionally as well. Payment considerations. Dependents can be added to a Veterans Award if they are rated 30% or more by filing the Form 21-686C. Children can be added to an award up to age 18 or 23 if they are determined to be school child. The VA can also concurrently pay retirement pay as well as service connection compensation. Please be advised that this determination is done by the Department of Defense, and it is that department that notifies the VBA when an individual has been identified to be eligible for the CRDP and CRSC program. Please note that there are several types of adjustments that are internally done by the VA. This occurs when a person has returned to active duty or has conducted drill days and or there has been changes in dependents. Please note that you should contact your local regional office to notify the VA if there has been any changes in your status. The VA also assists individuals who may be in need of fiduciary assistance as well. If you would like a representative, there are veteran service organizations that have been established by Congress to assist veterans in this process. Some are co-located in the regional offices as well. Once you elect the individual to represent you, you will then submit an application via the Form 2122. You could also elect a private attorney. You can elect a family member and or a third party that may speak on your behalf. Please note that all of these would have to be approved by the veteran first. Veteran readiness and employment. This benefit provides services to eligible service members and veterans with service-connected disabilities that have an employment handicap to help them prepare for, obtain, and maintain suitable employment. Eligibility to this program is that the individual would at least have to have a 20% service-connected with an employment handicap or a 10% with a determination of a serious employment handicap. Employment handicap exists if a veteran service-connected disability impairs him or her to be able to obtain and maintain suitable employment. The VA Form 28-1900 is used for this application. Non-service connected pension. This is an income-based program to help veterans and their families with financial challenges by providing supplemental income. Eligibility requirements are that the individual at least serve 90 days of continuous active duty service with at least 1 day during a VA recognized wartime period. Yearly family income must be less than the amount set by Congress. The person needs to have age 65 or older or be deemed permanently and totally disabled, or a patient in a nursing home receiving skilled nursing care, or receiving Social Security disability insurance, or receiving supplemental security income. Monthly amounts is dependent on if there is any income that is counted. Please note that medical expenses can be deducted. To file for pension, you would need the VA Form 21-527. Additional considerations are made internally for priority cases which are homeless, terminally ill, elderly, and financial hardship. The VBA also does specialized reviews for the military sexual trauma cases. Some veterans, unfortunately, may have experienced military sexual trauma while in service. These kinds of experiences can affect mental and physical health even many years later. Veterans can apply for disability compensation for any current health conditions that were caused by or got worse because of their military service, including conditions related to military sexual trauma. Please feel free to make an appointment with us and we will assist. Now there has been new guidance in regards to the Pact Act, which is the promise to address comprehensive toxics. This new legislation now expands healthcare coverage for veterans that may have been exposed to toxins during the Vietnam era, Gulf War era, and the post 9/11. It also expands benefits for veterans that may have been exposed, and there has been additional conditions that have been identified to be related to toxins. As of August 10th, a long list of new conditions are presumed to be service-connected due to various toxin exposures. You should apply. Please go to va.gov/pact so that you can claim any conditions that you believe to be related to service. The VA also offers dependency and indemnity compensation. This is a tax-free monetary benefit payable to eligible survivors of military service members who died in the line of duty or are eligible survivors of veterans whose death resulted from a service-related injury or disease. DIC eligibility requirements for veterans' dependents is when a veteran passes away from a service-connected disability, or when a veteran has been rated permanent total for over 10 years, or has been service-connected for 5 years or more following military discharge, or has been considered a prisoner of war for over 1 year. The VA also has survivor pension benefits. This is a tax-free benefit payable to low-income surviving spouses and/or children who have not married or remarried since the death of the veteran. If you are interested in submitting an application, please solicit via the Form 21P-534EZ. The VA also provides memorial benefits. This would include a burial allowance that is paid to the person who bore the veteran's burial expenditures. Amount is different if they pass away from a service-connected disability versus a non-service-connected disability. This benefit could be solicited for via the Form 21P-530. The VA also provides a burial flag. You can stop by a regional office and or your local post office as well. The VA also assists with the burial headstone and marker application. This concludes our presentation in regards to Veteran Benefits Administration benefits. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your service.
Episode of the SITREP. With the signing of the Pact Act, VA now has a huge list of presumptive conditions attributed to burn pits or other toxins. They also have a new extensive list of locations where they presume these exposures occurred. With regard to presumptive conditions, the list includes brain cancer, gastrointestinal cancer of any type, glioblastoma, head cancer of any type, kidney cancer, lymphatic cancer of any type, lymphoma of any type, melanoma, neck cancer, pancreatic cancer, reproductive cancer of any type, and respiratory cancer of any type. Illnesses that are now presumptive include asthma that was diagnosed after service, chronic bronchitis, COPD, chronic rhinitis, chronic sinusitis, constrictive bronchiolitis or obliterative bronchiolitis, emphysema, granulomatous disease, ILD, pleuritis, pulmonary fibrosis, and sarcoidosis. Locations for presumptive exposure on or after August 2nd, 1990 include Bahrain, Iraq, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, UAE, and the airspace above any of these locations. To find out more information about how the Pact Act affects you and your VA benefits, be sure to subscribe, as the SITREP will be publishing lots more content. You can also visit VA's comprehensive website about the Pact Act by visiting va.gov/pact, where you'll also be able to apply for VA healthcare or apply for or submit a supplemental claim for VA disability. Or you can always call VA's information hotline 24/7 at 1-800-698-2411. Thanks for tuning in, and please hit that like button, which helps us reach and connect veterans with the benefits they've earned and deserve.
If you served in the Vietnam, Gulf War, or post 9/11 eras, you may be eligible for expanded VA benefits. A new law, known as the Pact Act, provides disability compensation, health care, free toxic exposure screenings, and more to veterans who were exposed to toxins during their military service. You can submit a claim for your Pact Act-related benefits now. Claims received by August 10, 2023 may be paid back to August 10, 2022. Visit va.gov/PACT to learn more and file your claim.